the eyes locked, I came up for it and said, hey there, little mama, if you need a dance partner, I'm more than happy to help you. Come here. I turned her around, her body on mine, she slided my hand on her, she holding on tight, she followed my lead. I'm pulling her close, she said it feels nice, you from around here, not just for the night. She gave me a number, said call me sometime. She left the party with a friend by her side. Woo, woo. 12 pulling up, hands outside with your up. Lay it low, go ahead, crank that up. This my block and I say when we stop, but we ain't stopping.
Richard Jefferson. This is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. High post Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. And Richard, after going undrafted back in 2016, what a career for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Approaching a decade in this league. He's been a starter for most of that time, but he continues to be the definition of a 3-and-D glue guy.
4 on the clock. Claxton with a rebound.
Give the defender credit, willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Thomas, that's good.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
And it's Cleveland's ball. 4-point game. Mobley on a screen. To the inside. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. And here's Thomas from the arc. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Allen. On the wing, Mitchell. Over Thomas. Mitchell misses. Thomas, left side. Outside Johnson. Outside Finney-Smith. Outside Johnson. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 3. Schroeder can't get it to go. Here's Mitchell. Rejected by Claxton. And here's Thomas from the arc. Mobley grabs the board. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for him. Down low. Finney-Smith. Good D by Mobley.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
RJ, the Cavs breaking ground on a new practice facility set to open in 2027.
Situated on the Cuyahoga River, it will be 4 times larger than the existing one. And let me tell you this, the existing one was state-of-the-art, and it continues to rejuvenate what we're seeing in downtown Cleveland. Shout out to the Cavaliers.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
On the court now,
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021, and his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie.
When you give Garland these looks, oh, he's going to find ways to capitalize, but I love his aggressiveness.
Finney Smith, a screen. To the paint. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
When you're talking about Mobley, where do you start? In terms of length, skill set, he's got a great offensive skill set, and he's got a great defensive skill set. This man has the old school grit and grind mentality.
And Cleveland has possession. Following the bucket by Brooklyn. Misses off the right iron. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. To the middle. Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Outside Johnson. Fires in the triple.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now here's LeVert. Still without a bucket. Mobley outside. Finney Smith pulls it in. Brooklyn leading by 14. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Thomas. Takes it inside. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Thomas has got 10 points in the game.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. More 2K. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Nets pretty much in control here.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Back to Mitchell. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
Pass to Niang. Back to Mitchell. Niang, left side. Okoro outside. Ben Simmons grabs the board. Nets leading by 16. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Whitehead. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Inside. Niang, that's good. Niang's got his first 2 points.
Nice feed from Mitchell. This is how you get your teammates going.
Outside Johnson. Back to Simmons. Watford outside. Here's Clowney. And there's another one for the Nets.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends. And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And here's Mitchell. And he gets the bucket.
Gotta give Mitchell credit, just being good defense with better offense right there.
Simmons is doubled. Pass to Johnson. Can't cash it in from close range. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Well, you talk about an anchor for this defense. Richard Jared Allen is that.
It's hard to find a big man who can move and eat up space like Allen. He's a great shot blocker that can also move his feet on the perimeter and guard in isolation. But a difference maker at the rim, that is where he's at his best.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Look like a schoolyard playground right there. And that one's long. Nets leading by 16. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Tipped. And they get it back. And it's Allen who slams it home. And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Whitehead. Mitchell grabs a miss.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Watford outside. Pass to Whitehead. Now here's Simmons. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
Substitution for your Cavaliers. Evan Mobley.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. Now here's Mobley. Watford covering. The teardrop. Outside Garland. Allen, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Clowney pulls it in. Brooklyn leading by 12. Johnson on the wing. Let's go with a 3. Buries it from 3. Here's Allen. The layup misses. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second.
Hey, yo, right here.
Here's Garland. Pass to Wade. Now Allen. He's guarded by Claxton. And Allen gets it to go. Allen's got 6.
Watching Allen go to work inside is a thing of beauty. He's so confident operating around the rim.
The Nets haven't been to the conference finals since 2003. Richard, can you name someone on that team?
Oh, there was a 22-year-old dude named, I think it was Richard Jefferson, but most people have never heard of him. But seriously, the Nets have had some great players over the last 20 years. They just haven't had that same team success. The speed and confidence of Mitchell on display, a master at knifing his way to the rim.
Schroeder into the lane. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Here's Mitchell. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Nets leading by 11. Pass to Claxton. Finney-Smith with it. Now guarded by Mobley. Now Johnson. Three-pointer. The shot no good. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. And it's Mitchell. The miss. Outside Schroeder. Finney-Smith, a screen. Pass to Claxton. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. 6 points for him. Here's Allen. Claxton with a rebound. Thomas outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And how about Nick Claxton? You'd be hard-pressed to find a more versatile defender.
He's come so far in that area since he came into the league. He's become an elite defender. There isn't a position on the floor he can't guard.
Nets leading by 15. Here's Finney-Smith. Outside Schroeder. Here's Thomas for 3. Here's Claxton. Yep, that one goes. Claxton's got 6 here in the quarter.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
That free throw no good.
A pure 5. Jared Allen isn't trying to shoot a bunch of threes. He bangs down low, he rebounds, protects the paint. He is a rare breed.
And he sinks the second. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Garland for 3. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. Claxton with it. Picked up by Allen. Outside Schroeder.
2 minutes.
It's LeVert on the wing. No points so far. Pass to Mitchell. Stolen by Schroeder. And here's the fast break. The three is up. He buries it from three. And the Nets lead by 21.
Changing ends quickly, scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy. Since halftime, they have